Hi, welcome to Elder Scrolls Online. We are in the expansion Greymoor. We are doing the DLC Markarth. And we need to go talk to Count Verandis in Ravenwatch. So he was the character we found in the Grey Council and the prologue quest. So we're gonna travel. Oh, look at this place. The Reach. This looks cool. Where are we at? Oh, so we're south of Western Skyrim. Got it. Okay. We need to find Count Verandis.
None of these weak strangers could face a true Reach challenge.
Let's go talk to Verandis. Let's get the Way Shrine first.
Be off, Reeker. Ard Kaddock refuses to see you. Now go, before I gut you.
The Ard needs to hear what I have to say, my friend. It is imperative that we speak. Well, good to see you, my friend. I could use an ally in this desolate place. The Grey Host has turned his attention upon the Reach, but the local ruler refuses my help. This so-called Despot of Markarth thinks walls and sentries will hold back their fury.
The Despot of Markarth?
Ard Kaddock, self-proclaimed ruler of the Reach. He rarely ventures out of Understone Keep these days. I've come to offer my assistance, but he refuses to listen. Meanwhile, even here in the shadow of the city, Grey Host agents plot and conspire.
The Grey Host?
An alliance of vampires, witches, and werewolves bent on slaughter and conquest. I want to protect the Reach, but to do that, I need to uncover the Grey Host's plans and secure Ard Kaddock's cooperation. Would you be willing to help me in this?
Alright, I'll help you gather information and get an audience with the Despot of Markarth.
With your help, we may save the Reach yet. While I continue to exert diplomatic pressure, I need you to find information the Ard will consider valuable. Something concerning the rebels that plague his rule, perhaps. Start by talking to the Sentry.
How will this information help get an audience?
Reach folk deal in bargains. They respect strength and skill, and they believe in rewarding favors. If we can bring something important to the Ard while demonstrating these qualities, I think he'll agree to hear us out.
Alright.
If we're to stop the Grey Host and help the Reach, we don't have a choice. At the very least, we need his resources and support.
Oh.
With your help, Reach folk, if we're to stop the Grey Host and help the Reach, we don't have a choice. At the very least,
I'll see what I can do about the rebellion.
Remain respectful but wary when dealing with Reach folk. They don't suffer long speeches, not even short ones. Keep your conversation with the Sentry brief and to the point. Once you find something, meet me in Markarth at Understone Keep.
Alright. Here's the Sentry.
Didn't you hear? You and that fancy bastard aren't welcome here. Get, or I'll make a scarf out of your guts.
The Grey Host has come to Reach. Count Verandis wants to help stop them.
We know all about the Blood Drinkers and the Beast Folk. We were dealing with them just fine before Ard Kaddock called us back to Markarth. The Witch Rebels are a bigger threat, along with outsiders who try to get into our business.
Witch Rebels?
Some wilder witch has been stirring up the clans to the east of Markarth, making trouble for Ard Kaddock. But we'll have her head on a pike soon enough. Look, if you want to see the Ard, then bring news he doesn't know. Something about the rebels.
I need to gather information on the rebel witches. Oh.
Damn witch rebels are as bad as the... Get away from me, you reeker. You think a Reach warrior with only one good leg can't cut you? Well, think again.
I just want to know what happened to you. Was it the Grey Host?
The Grey Host? Does it look like I've been bitten or clawed? was the damn witch rebels. And they can't tell a reach folk from a monster any better than you can. They thought I was one of those invaders. Spirits, take the lot of them.
The witch rebels were hunting the Grey Host?
Aye, like a pack of wild dogs they were. Kept shouting Arana, Arana as they bore down on me. I took an arrow in the leg before they listened to me. Before they decided I wasn't an invader. I think Arana spoke to me. I think she was their leader.
Any idea where the rebels came from?
No, like ghosts these rebels are. I plan to return to Markarth and petition the Ard to let me take a war party out to find them. They must be hiding in the eastern foothills. I don't care if they are fighting the Grey Host. They're mine.
Good luck with that. Huh. Alright, now across the bridge. The cool area. These players have the same idea. Don't think it's gonna work. Nope. Gotta be a path up there somewhere. Ooh, a Minotaur. Brothers and sisters, our spies in Markarth report that the members of the Witch Rebellion have infiltrated the city. They gather in homes and streets corners, urging their filthy kin to leave the city and join them in the hills to the east. No normal, self-respecting mortal would trade a warm house for a bare-skin hovel. But as far as the Ashen Lord routinely reminds us, the Reach folk are neither normal nor self-respecting. Bound in blood, Pentarch haunting. So we definitely have Grey Host spies.
Let's hit the trail.
And they're watching Markarth. Right, this way. Got a lot of Minotaur around.
Stay here as long as you like. I'm done waiting for Ardkadic to muster the clans.
Are you now? And what do you plan to do about it? Join those rebels? You wouldn't have the first clue about how to find them.
That's where you're wrong. Connell says they're gathering in the eastern foothills.
Well, then your head can wind up on a pike with the rest of them, you damn fool.
Go to the Understone.
Right behind you, partner.
Alright. Oh, there's a Harrow Storm in the distance.
Yeah.
None of these weak strangers could face a true Reach challenge.
This is a really cool looking fortress. We got a stable master? Yep.
I'm used to seeing
Awesome.
I love cities. The rude people, the noise, the chaos. Is it strange that I find it comfortable?
Man, this city's big. Wow. Really cool looking too. Like built into a cliffside where the waterfall just kind of goes right through the city. Hey.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful? You couldn't have timed your arrival any better. Ardkadic holds court as we speak. We'll never have a better chance to gain an audience with him. Did your investigation uncover anything we can use? What did you learn?
The rebel leader might be Arana. They're gathering in the Eastern Hills.
Arana? I have heard that name during my time here. Did you happen to learn what these rebels are rebelling against?
Not exactly, but they have spies in the city urging people to flee to the hills.
Flee the city? With a grey host prowling the countryside? Well, that's 3 valuable pieces of information. I want you to represent me before Ard Kadok. Explain what you learned and convince him to finally agree to meet with me.
I'll present my findings and try to convince the Kadok.
Speak with the Ard Sentry. You'll need to convince her to gain an audience with Kadok. I think the information you uncovered about the rebels will be enough to interest the Despot of Markarth, but you can never be too certain with Reach folk.
Why do you come with me to speak to the Kadok?
I'm lucky to have made it this far into the city. Kadok and his entourage have little patience for a noble such as myself, especially a noble from a land they consider to be the home of their enemy. Now, this task is better in your hands.
All right. Sentry.
You again? You dare to disgrace Understone Keep with your presence, outsider? That takes guts, I'll give you that. What's your business in the Ard's Keep?
I bring information from Count Verindus concerning the witch rebels.
Do you now? And you want to share that information with Ard Kadok? You're certainly full of surprises, outsider. All right, I'll allow you to approach the throne, if your courage holds out. Fair warning, the Ard's in a foul temper today.
I understand.
Not yet you don't, but you will. Ard Kadok's as likely to remove your head from your shoulders as listen to you, so talk fast, outsider. And remember, the Ard has no patience for fools or flatterers. Keep that in mind.
Good to know. What is that guy doing? Like sniffing a plant.
What fool do I have to behead for letting you in here? You're not of the Reach or the clans. You've either got the sense of a goat or the heart of a saber cat, and I'm eager to find out which. Now, speak plainly. What brings you to the Despot of Markarth?
I bring information about the witch rebels from Count Verindus of Rivenwatch.
The fancy elf, who won't take no for an answer. Yeah, he should have made this offer earlier. News concerning the rebels is a beast worth skinning. Tell me something I don't know, and won't have you fed to my hunting dogs.
They have spies in the city urging your people to flee to the eastern foothills.
Spies? In my city? Well, that would explain some things, but that and a vague location aren't enough to get me to sit down and drink with a high elf. What else have you got? And remember, my patience is wearing thin.
I think their leader is the witch rebel named Arena.
Arana. I know that name. She's a honey-tongued fanatic who refused to bear your sword when I forged a peace with the Grey Host. She's slippery, eh? But I didn't realize she led the rebels. Sniffing out a Reach witch. That commands respect. For now.
Did you say you made peace with the Grey Host?
Aye. They agreed to spare the city while they look for some ancient relic. Dwarven, I suspect. They can have it. Verandis wants to meet? Then talk to my advisor, Lady Boleyn. Track down Arana for her, and I'll listen to every word he has to say.
All right, I'll speak with Lady Boleyn.
I couldn't help but overhear Ard Kadok's voice it carries. Now tell me about the leader of the witch rebels. The name you provided? Arana, I believe you said?
Yes, Kadok asked me to help you find her.
Therein lies the problem. Reach witches are experts at losing themselves in the many caves and copses that decorate the landscape. It's like finding a tooth in a hen's beak. Most witches give deference to the Ard. Arana is a troublemaker.
So the Caddock wants you to find her?
Actually, that task falls to you. A favor for a favor, yes. That's how business works here. Locate the rebels, find Arana, and urge her to stop meddling in Markarth's affairs. Do that, and you shall earn a place for you and your count in the Reach.
I'll find Arana.
That look on your face. I know curiosity when I see it. Very well. I can spare a few more moments before sending you off on your task. What does the outsider in Ard Caddock's court wish to know?
What's the rebellion all about?
What is any rebellion all about? Malcontents chafing against the established order, stirring up trouble. They're a nuisance, nothing more.
I bet that lady is in on it somehow. She seems kind of evil. Maybe a vampire.
Over here, my friend. Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ard Caddock.
Is this optional? No. Okay.
Before you run off,
Sent
tell
me
about your
advisor.
audience with
They
Ard
asked
Caddock.
me to find the leader. of the
Impressive.
rebels.
You accomplished more in mere moments than I've been able to do since I arrived in this savage land. We'll find Arana, see if the witch rebels will join our cause. I will continue my own investigations and meet you back here.
Okay. So find the rebels. Got it. I'll have to do some of these side quests in this city. This city is really cool. Really cool place. Alright, let's get the Way Shrine. And we'll head out.
Well?
Alright.
Well,
We need to find the rebels. We'll do that quest another time.
Weak strangers could face a true leech challenge.
Well, maybe we should do it now. Let's see what he has to say. Eh, I don't know. I can never figure out where to do these side quests. Because it gets really confusing.
Such a task.
Kind of not going the right way, but we'll see. Oh, maybe I am. Well. Say this looks like a camp to me.
Hold there, outsider. These hills belong to the Reach folk, Rover. Turn around and go back the way you came, or I'll have your nose for a trophy.
I'm looking for the witch rebels. I need to speak to them.
Witch rebels, huh? That's just a label applied by the oppressors, don't you think? Look, we have enough trouble with those Greyhost bastards and Caddock's soldiers. We don't need a curious outsider blundering around and getting in our way, too.
I'm hunting the Grey Host. I need to talk to your leader.
You're a hunter? Truly. Sounds more like Caddock and his keep witch getting up to more mischief. You want to befriend the witch rebels? Then prove it. The Grey Host has set up stockpiles nearby. Find out what they're storing, and then we'll talk.
Alright, I'll investigate the Grey
The
Host
stockpiles were spotted to the east and south. If you can find out what the Grey Host is using them for, then we'll owe you a favor. and true Reach folk never renege on a favor.
All right. Witch pike fragment. There's another quest right there. Gray reliquary. Those are the things that resurrect souls from Cold Harbor. We learned that in the Greymoor DLC. Sisters, these vampiric servants move like overstuffed hens, slow, too slow. Our Ashen Lord demands more Harrow Storms. What are we to do, bumbling oafs who can barely carry a box of turnips? Spirits guide you, Sister Gleemold. Investigate the gathering circle. Ah. Oh, wasn't able to read that.
This one, Tefan. Come, Harrier. Give me your measure. Tefern told me about you, Harrier. You wanted to talk? Well, here I am. What will it be? A battle? I haven't turned anyone into a goat recently, but I'm willing to try if you so much as raise your weapon.
You're the leader of the Witch Rebels?
Why does everyone insist on calling us that? Tefern, remind me to come up with a better name when time permits. As for later, well, I guide this gathering of rich folk if that's what you're asking. But what about you? Why are you here?
Lady Belaine sent me to find you, but according to this letter, she's working with the Grey Host.
Of course she is. She's a vampire, after all. We tried to slay her twice without much luck.
Called it.
Because I spooked her that one and twice as cautious. We'll have her fangs soon enough, though. You can read? What else does that sheet of paper say?
Apparently, she's meeting with the leader of the Grey Host in the VALTHUME Barrow.
The leader? Now that's a worthy bit of news. Bones and birds guide us well, but there's no replacing a cunning hunter. Go to the Barrow, Harrier. Listen in on their meeting. Find out what Belaine and her master are up to, and I'll hear you out.
Alright, I'll find out what Lady Belaine and the Grey Host are up to.
The spirits will see you safely to VALTHUME, Harrier. After that, I suggest stealth and a strong blade.
Your rebellion, do you plan to overthrow Markarth?
Overthrow Markarth? What in the mirror's name would I do with all that dead stone? No, my purpose is clear. I need to help our people by shaking Caddoc out of his dream. If that doesn't work, I'll split his skull and let it spill out on its own.
What dream is that?
Caddoc's dream of being king. Oh, he has a true heart. In better times, he's a fine leader. But we face a lean season. We're hungry. But instead of filling the larder, he dreams of a golden crown. His foolish pride has brought this upon our people.
He rules Markarth. Shouldn't he be crowned the Reach King?
Not yet. Not until all the beasts of the woods howl his name. And every day he heeds Belaine is another day he proves me right. The Grey Host has dark plans for Markarth. Caddoc's stubbornness will get everyone in that city killed.
Go to VALTHUME. VALTHUME. Down this way. Find Lady Belaine. Hey, that's a Templar. I just started playing a Templar for my other tune. Seems to be pretty fun.
Clear your
Holy
mind
cow.
and break the spell.
Well, there's that guy.
Do not be concerned, Rada al-Saran. Your plan proceeds. Caddock hangs on my every word, and soon Reach folk will fill Markarth like a larder.
Excellent. With Markarth prepared, we need only claim the Arctzan keystone.
I'll make inquiries. Just remember our arrangement. Like you, I hate to be disappointed.
You there, in the shadows. You can't hide from the Ashen Lord. Follow me, if you dare. You actually followed. There's fire in your veins, I'll give you. You! The thorn that caused me no small amount of irritation and solitude. You thought yourself so clever, so stealthy, spying on me from the shadows. But the darkness answers to me. Why have you come to this forsaken barrow?
Why have you brought the Grey House to the Reach?
You stand before Rada al-Saran and seek to understand his purpose. Better a torchbug try to comprehend the secrets of alchemy, or a mudcrab the intricacies of necromancy. These events began millennia before your birth. They concern you not at all.
We're going to stop you.
Who is this we you speak of? Certainly not the Reach folk. No, there is someone else. I see them, lurking in your thoughts. An ally, almost as ancient as I am. They're desperate to forestall the coming night. Tell me, who is this person?
I don't have to tell you anything.
And I don't have to resist the urge to rip out your throat and gorge on your blood. But we are civilized beings, exchanging pleasantries in this humble setting. Perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. A tip for a tap, as it were.
What kind of arrangement?
I propose a simple arrangement. A truth for a truth. Ask a question. I will answer honestly, then I will ask a question in turn. A fair compromise, don't you agree?
Okay.
Excellent. Then by all means, ask your first question.
I don't really know. I guess this one.
Lady Belaine is an ally of convenience. Her interests and my design are selfish and predictably narrow. Do you seek to supplant her in Caddock's court? I recommend against that, for it will not go well for you.
Was that a threat?
A threat implies only the possibility of punishment. I do not threaten. Belain has Kadok's ear. If he takes your side, she kills him and chaos descends on Markarth. If he stands by Belain, you will be executed. Neither outcome benefits you.
If I fall, others will stop you.
Others? Who? Reach folk? The witch Arana? Your mysterious ally? I am unconcerned. Now, for my question. This ally that hides behind your eyes, does he seek to protect the world by going against his own kind?
Nope.
Deception? How disappointing. Still, the lie reveals the truth. Do you have anything left to ask?
Nope. Return to Ard Kadok's throne room. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Normally you don't see your enemy. Oh. Do we want to fall down that? Guess we have to, huh? Yep. Okay. Well, there's not a way shrine over here. It's gonna be a long travel back, so I think we're just gonna... Alright, still haven't really figured out... Where are we? Ah, that's where we need to go. Okay. Which guild is for you? Man, we got a lot of quests. I'll have to come back and do those. I think the same as Greymore. I think I'm going to do all the main quests, which, when we look at our map, is 6. So there's 6 main quests, and then we'll do a lot of the side quests.
Welcome back, my friend. Tell me what you learned. Your arrival is fortuitous, as I have only just returned myself. Were you able to make contact with the rebels? Did you meet with Arana?
Yes, I also learned that Lady Belain is a vampire. She's in league with the Grey Host.
I sensed some deception, but her illusion is powerful. How else did she hide her nature from me? As for Arana, do you think we can convince her and her rebels to join our cause?
Perhaps. She sent a spy to Belain, and I wound up talking to the Grey Host leader, Rada El Saran.
You spoke to Rada? Did he... No matter. If Rada El Saran is here, our time grows short. Talk to Kadok. If he deems what you tell him worthy, maybe he'll finally be willing to work with me. Then we can figure out how to deal with the Grey Host.
All right.
It was only a matter of time before Rada and I crossed paths again. I just didn't think it would be this soon.
Sentry Bodful sent word. The Grey Host is...
I'll hear no more of this! Go! I want to talk to the outsider. The outsider returns? But are you a true warrior? Or a parasite like these damned leeches? Did you do as Lady Belain asked? Did you deal with Arana? Tell me you have her head in your pack. I've got a pike on the walls waiting to be decorated.
I found Arena, but I learned something else. Lady Belain is working with the Grey Host.
That's not what you are asked to look into. Still, It confirms my own suspicions about my own keep witch. Don't look so surprised. I'm not half as stupid as people think, Rover.
If you suspected she was working with the Grey Host, why are you allowing her to remain in your court?
Allow? I can count on 3 fingers the number of people I allow in Understone Keep. The rest, they come and go as they please. Let me tell you about the Ember Dance. It's a ceremony we perform here in the Reach. Have you ever heard of it?
Nope.
We grab a handful of hot coals and dance on a bit of straw. Ah, these coals burn, Rover, right to the bone. But if you drop even one, the straw lights and the flames take all of you to Molik Ball. Do you see? Belane's a hot coal. So I grip her tight.
Now that you know for sure, what are you going to do?
I'm going to sharpen my sword. And wait. If you and the Noble plan to fight the Grey Host, I won't stop you. But remember, Markarth is more than dwarven stones and high walls. It's strength. Make Arana understand that. That's how you can help.
I'll consider that. Have I done enough that you'll agree to talk to Count Verendis?
Still begging! I should have the tongue ripped from your head and... God damn it, Rover. A favor for a favor, aye. That's the Reach way. All right, tell the Noble. Ard-Kaddock will see him whenever he's ready.
All right.
You think I'm foolish to keep Lady Belane close, don't you? It takes a bit of foolishness to rule this place, don't you know? You tell this high elf of yours. I'll see him if he wants.
All right.
I've been watching, but Lady Belane hasn't returned to Understone Keep yet. I wonder how the Ard plans to deal with her. Speaking of Ard-Kaddock, will he meet with me now? Will he help us stop Rada al-Saron and the Grey Host?
He will, Ard-Kaddock will meet with you, but he wants to keep Belane close for now.
Well, that's some progress, at least, and farther than I was able to get on my own. Thank you. I'll talk to Kaddock, then I'd like to make contact with Arana. We'll need the rebels' help and more if we're going to defeat the Grey Host.